This is Mako. It's my custom MHS RGB Saber powered by Spark Color 2. It has custom sound fonts on board, and it's got an aux and a main button, recharge port. We'll demo all that in a minute. It was just started as an idea, and it looks like a shark, and I love it. Hello Saber fans, I bring you my latest build, which is a custom MHS lightsaber with an exposed crystal chamber. I'm going to eventually replace the crystal in here with a real one, but that's all I could find for right now. I do have some quartz on the way. But this is an MHS build designed by me. Initially I called this Brimstone, but after further thought, I went ahead and called it Mako. And I called it Mako because it looks like a shark. Like, here's the snout of the shark, here's the mouth with blood in it, and then here's the spine of the shark, and it's leaving blood in its trail. So at any rate, I named the Saber Mako because it's kind of sleek like a Mako. It's powered by Spark Color 2. This is my first Spark Color 2 install. This is my first RGB Saber ever. And I basically did a lot of things on the Saber trying to test my Saber skills. And I'll just take a run through all that right now. Of course, the emitter is LED, and it's wired in series with the RGB crystal chamber LED. And I've got an auxiliary switch, which is kind of cheesy, but I was trying something here. I've got an illuminated main switch, a kill key and recharge port. It's powered by an 18650 that's in a custom-made chassis that I built, which I'll show you all in here in a bit. And I've also got 3 accent LEDs, and they're red, amber, and green, and they're all resistored, feeding into the board. So at any rate, let me show you the guts. So I have a retention screw that retains the chassis right here, and the chassis pulls out, and there you can see my Spark 2 color. You have access to the SD card right there, but that is my custom chassis that I built from the custom Saber Shop parts, and the Spark 2 is secured in there. Let's put all this stuff back in there. So once you tighten the pommel, then you tighten this set screw that sets in the chassis. There are 2 set screws for the blade, one fore and one aft here. I figured that would give it some double security. I've also put set screws on the actual metal that I cut on the outside. I did all this cutting myself. I know it looks kind of crazy, but I wanted it to look a little crazy. I wanted it to look dangerous, and I think it did. So without further ado, let's fire this bad boy up.
Hello there.
Hello. The first font is Shamim's Kylo Ren TFA. It just kind of matched the Saber. Of course, it's just got the single ignition sound.
You know what I've come for.
And there you can see the crystal chamber matches the blade color. There's lockup. Blaster deflections. Accent LEDs. I like what they do in lockup. See how they blink? And retraction. Next font.
You know what I've come for.
Saber Assassin.
Saber Assassin by Shamim. Lock up. Retraction. Next font.
My name is Ahsoka Tano.
Fulcrum, which is an Ahsoka sound font. You can see the blade. It's kind of like a teal there. With a green flash on clash. Retraction. Meteor, this is kind of like a Yoda sound font. Blaster deflections. Clash. Lock up. Retraction. This is Ruiner by Shamin. Lock up on Ruiner. Blaster deflections. Retraction. And the next font I think is 501 Commander.
501 Commander.
There's lock up. Blaster deflections. Retraction. Of course, then it also has Saber tracks. Y'all have seen all that before. Let's put a blade in it. Alright, so I just built this blade too. I'm learning how to do that. And this blade is hot off my press. Out comes the blade plug. In goes my brand new blade that I built. I did the wrap in it, glued the tip on, cut it to length, sanded the outside so it's triple diffused. It's awesome. And we'll tighten the blade retention screws there on it. Alright, let's see what font we're on.
You know what I've come for.
Kylo Ren, TFA. I've got to adjust the sensitivity on Clash. There it goes. Blaster deflections. Lock up.
You need a teacher. I can show you the ways of the Force.
Now, here's the cool thing. Each font, watch this. Color shift. And of course the crystal matches the blade color. And it'll do this on each font. There's 9 color sets aboard. So we're back to red. You know, we're back on the start point for the color set for Kylo Ren. There's a blue. It's a beautiful saber. A green. And back to the red. Retraction.
You know what I've come for.
Cyber assassin.
Cyber assassin. Retraction. Alright, this is Fulcrum by Shameen, and it's Ahsoka Tano.
My name is Ahsoka Tano.
And there you see the teal. It's a beautiful color, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous color. Blaster block. It's kind of a white. Flash. Green. Now, as with the whole saber, each font has color change. There's like an orange, that's pretty wicked. It's like a light purple. There's basically a pure blue. And each different color set has infinite number of blast and deflection. Green, red, pure red, another orange, a purple, a little bit darker than the last one. And there we are back to her original teal. So there's 9 color sets. On each font has 9 color sets. So that means, you know, with the 6 different fonts and the 9 color sets on each font, I mean, this is like 54 sabers in one or more. Next font.
My name is
Meteor. This is the Yoda font. Should start out in green. And it does. It's got a gold flash on clash. Purple lasers. And there's lockup. Retraction. Next font. This is Ruiner by Shameen. Lock up. retraction.
Commander.
501 Commander should start off in blue. Blaster deflections. This is actually a pretty cool font for a factory font. It's like a lighter blue. Retraction.
501.
And then we're back to Saber tracks.
You know what I've come for.
So that is Mako. I hope you guys like it, and I hope to build, many more Sabers. In fact, I got a Graflex in the works right now. Hello, everybody. This is the first time you've seen Tom, old Meg-Tooth Sith Sabersmith. But at any rate, this Saber gave me a really hard time. I had some issues with my Spark 2 color board at first. I hosed it. I got to send it back to Nigon. So there's the first board that I tried in this. I got to send it back to Nigon for repair. Hopefully he can fix it. And if so, then I have another board for another install. And then this board gave me some issues too. I had a solder joint loose on the clash sensor, and I had a solder joint loose on the soundboard I had to fix. But I was able to fix them and get this thing running. The fact of the matter is, the Spark 2 color is an awesome board. It's just got some awesome effects on it. And the reason I did all this on the Saber is I was pushing my skill sets to see what I could do. And obviously I can accomplish an RGB and an RGB crystal chamber, which makes me look forward to my next Graflex project, which I'll begin here in a couple weeks. As I get paychecks, I'll start that project. But it's going to be a Graflex with a Darth Rio chassis, and it's going to have a crystal chamber inside the chassis, which you have to remove the bottom of the Saber to see it. But that's my next Saber. So I've got the 2 Kylo Rens, 2 button and 1 button, and now Mako. And Mako being an RGB Saber, it's such an awesome Saber. It's got so many effects. But thank you all for watching, and remember, if you like my videos and you want to see more tutorials, please subscribe. I'll try to do some more tutorials when I'm doing the Graflex build. And as always, may the Force be with you, but give in to the dark side. Thanks, everybody.